Buddy Matthews. I love that name, man. First of all, it's an honor to meet you.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it, dude.
I got 4 questions, and the first, do you mind answering 4 questions?
I can do 4 questions.
Awesome. So the first one is, I interviewed Adam Brooks. I think he's a phenomenal talent. I'm very curious what your thoughts are on him.
I trained him.
Exactly. So what are your thoughts? I'm curious what you think of, what he's been doing all over the world and everything.
Well, he hasn't done anything all around the world for a while because he's been stuck in Australia. I think that, and I'm like his teacher, right? So, I think he's good, but I think that he can be better, and I think that he just needs to broaden his horizons again, more, right? Look at the bigger picture. And I think that will be his next step. And I get it. We all get kind of stuck in those positions. But if he wants to do it, then he has to do that for the next step. If that makes sense.
No, yeah, 100%. It's you believe he could do more. Right now he's being, sheltered in, can't see his full potential. 100% making sense. My second question, you've done so much in, the WWE, NXT, all that. What is the difference between both brands, the shows, the locker room, the atmosphere? How would you talk about the differences in both atmospheres?
When I was in NXT, it was completely different than what NXT is now.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Back when I was in it was developmental, and you strive to get to the main roster, where now I don't think a lot of people care about getting to the main roster. They're happy there. They get a good lifestyle. So there's kind of pros and cons in that. But I feel the main roster is it's a lot more hectic, less like it's produced, but it's in NXT you sleep in your bed every night, you drive 10, 15 minutes to the performance center. It's all very local. On the main roster, you're driving a minimum of 3.5, 4 hours a night. You do the towns, you leave, you do your match, you leave, you go to TV, you leave, you sleep in a hotel 4 days a week, you're driving yourself. There's a lot of differences, but I feel like that's what makes you a true pro, is getting on the road, experiencing different avenues, different crowds in different states. It's Roman always said it, that every state is different and you got to read the crowds. No crowds are the same. Like some like a lot of wrestling, some like character, some like the basics, and to be able to adapt makes you the true pro. So that's the difference.
That's awesome. My third question is, you winning the Cruiserweight title, that was a big event. I know monumental for you. How was it like, in your opinion, now that, time has set, it's done? How would you explain that feeling, the day?
I don't think it gets much bigger than that, right? My hometown, in front of my friends and family, wrestling on a card with legends, Triple H, Undertaker, and stealing the show. So not only did I steal the show, I won a title, which I worked very, very hard for. Like, it wasn't just, it's in his hometown, we'll give him the title. It was, you could see the hard work that I had done. And I honestly felt like I won it because I deserved to win. I put all the hard work in. But it doesn't get much bigger than that. I wish that I had more moments like that to show what I could do on a stage like that.
Awesome. And, my fourth and final question is, You set a lot of goals for yourself now. We got to see it in the video package. We know that there's a lot of big stuff coming. You talked about Omega. You talked about other names, Malakai Black. What are goals that you're setting yourself out for in the future?
My goal is to be the best version of myself. I'm 32 years old, so and I spent 8 years in WWE, so I have a lot to offer. I feel I've learned from the best. I've been in the ring with the best. I honestly believe that I could be the face of somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I could help a lot of people and pass the knowledge that was passed on to me, like wrestling, the Romans, the Seths, being around those guys. But yeah, I want to make wrestling better.
That's awesome. Yeah, and you totally can. You held 205 Live when, a lot of people were uncertain of it. You main evented match after match. You're definitely going to be a face wherever you go, without a doubt.
Appreciate it, brother. I much appreciate that.
Of course, I am a huge fan. It was hard to, be consistent with all the wrestling that's going on, but you made that possible. You did a lot in the show to provide for it. Even on, Raw, everything with SummerSlam, it was a lot of fun. SmackDown also.
Much appreciated, my friend.
Of course. Thank you. Buddy Matthews, can't wait to see what's next for you. Thank you so much, man.
Hey, bud. Much appreciated, dude.
Thanks, Eric. See you next one, buddy.
See you next one, guys.